It's good to have you join us on AD4TV Radio Weekly Review, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. I am Merciful Ajinomo. Following the recent trend of dressing in Nigeria, it is no cliché that Nigerians are advocating for decency in appearance. However, some people are of the opinion that when it comes to fashion, comfort is priority as opposed to style. A few others opine that the recent love for African wax print, also known as Ankara, is commendable. Our crew had a conversation with Nigerians in the federal capital city of Abuja on their perception of the recent fashion trend. Let's have a look.
The people are not dressing the way they ought to. Some women dress to get men's attention.
Like all these fashionable jeans and top and the rest of them, I think that's the most trending now. Like, let me say crazy. Some people call it crazy. I believe that is the most trendy.
Traditional wear like senator suits and all that. They're trying to overtake the market. As our young men and our elderly, even women, have ventured into that.
Reactions have trailed the death verdict made by a Nigerian Federal High Court this Monday in Abuja, which sentenced Mariam Sanda to death by hanging for the murder of her husband, Bilyaminu Bello. AD4TV radio correspondent in Abuja, Nigeria, got people's views on the issue.
In Nigeria now, most people take most of this ungranted. That woman not supposed to use any object to the husband. A woman to take away even another person, not the husband. I think that is a devilish act.
Justice has taken its course. So if the family of the defendant do not agree with the judgment, then they can appeal. That's my advice.
She has been convicted. She is a murderer, and the law caught up with her.
The World Health Organization affirmed that early detection and treatment of leprosy can prevent patients from disabilities. This was made known by the WHO ambassador, Yohei Sasakawa, in a statement made to mark the World Leprosy Day. Sasakawa said leprosy is a disease that is easily curable if detected early and can be treated with drugs like every other disease, adding that the World Leprosy Day is an avenue to reflect on the difficulties that persons affected by the disease go through. Qatar's Emir Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani this Tuesday conceded to the resignation of the country's former Prime Minister Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasir bin Khalifa Al Thani and appointed his predecessor Sheikh Khalid bin Khalifa bin Abdulaziz Al Thani as the new Prime Minister of Qatar. According to the state's news agency, no reason was given for the change, and it is uncertain if Sheikh Abdullah remains the Interior Minister after stepping down as Prime Minister. The new Prime Minister Sheikh Khalid, during a swearing-in ceremony, took the oath of office before the Emir of Qatar at a ceremony attended by the Deputy Emir Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad Al Thani. The Nigeria Farmers Group and Cooperative Society says one major way to boost local rice consumption among Nigerians is to invest in the fabrication of destoner machines locally. The society's national coordinator, Ted Heke Retsin, made this known in an interview with newsmen at the NFGCS farm, Gate, Nasarawa State, North Central Nigeria. Retsin said this in response to the complaint made that some local rice purchased during the 2019 Yuletide were filled with stones. He said the stoning has become necessary in view of Nigerians' continued apathy to local rice.
Major challenge with regards to production and with stones is that we don't have proper destoning machines. We well for this country when we are still importing destoners from China. What does it take to begin to fabricate and make destoning machines in Nigeria, grading machines in Nigeria that can work towards properly destoning made in Nigerian rice?
You're watching AD4TV Radio Weekly Review. We'll go on a short break now. Up next, scholars react to the usage of the doctor title in Nigeria. NYSC members celebrate monthly allowance increment. Nigerians demand action from federal government on drinking age compliance. More stories on return. Do stay.
AD4TV Radio, we focus on education with emphasis on research and innovation, science and technology, women and girl child education, children, health, youth and sports, socio-political and economic reforms, security, environment, entrepreneurship, and entertainment. We'll give you information at your fingertips. Learn on the go. Follow AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. AD4TV Radio, reliable and credible.
We love you, AD4TV Radio.
Many thanks for staying. The origin of the title doctor is derived from a Latin word docere, which means to teach. A Doctor of Philosophy or PhD is the highest university degree that is conferred after a course of study by universities in most countries. To that extent, a PhD entitles a person to use the title doctor, which is also used by medical practitioners regardless of whether or not they hold a doctoral level degree. Because of the respect and prestige the title carries, medical schools, particularly in Scotland, started to address their graduates as doctors in the 17th century. However, over the years in Nigeria, the desire for prestige and respect has made the title doctor, which is entitled to a PhD holder and a graduate of Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery, abused. Our reporters spoke to some academics to get their views on this.
PhD holders, because that's what is implied, that as a PhD holder you will have opportunity, or you are on a better pedestal to impart knowledge, having gotten to that height in academic qualification.
People who qualify as academics, who go through maybe their master's degree and then got a doctorate degree, and then be conferred with PhD in whatever discipline, so they can have the right to earn or go with the accolade doctors.
Once you graduate with a degree, MBBS, which makes you a general practitioner, you are qualified to be a medical doctor. People in the academia who have got a doctor of philosophy, in their various disciplines, that's shown that you have earned what is called a PhD.
The Nigerian government has increased the monthly stipends of its National Youth Service Corps members from 19,800 naira to 33,000 naira. This came days after the Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Shaibu Ibrahim, revealed at a meeting with some Youth Corps members in Bauchi that their monthly stipend would be increased in line with the new national minimum wage of the federal government of Nigeria. More details to come on this in our order bulletins. Alcohol is a depressant which in low doses causes euphoria, reduces anxiety and improves sociability. In higher doses, it causes drunkenness, stupor, unconsciousness or even death. Long-term use can lead to alcohol abuse, cancer, physical dependence and alcoholism. In Nigeria, there are laws regulating the production, sale and consumption of alcoholic beverages which set the legal drinking age to be 18 and above. But in practice, according to Nigerians, it is rarely enforced. Our reporters spoke to Nigerians who are of the opinion that alcohol beverage retailers are only concerned about making profit rather than obeying the law.
A lot of those that sell alcoholic violate the law. Even some boys at the age of 10, 12, they used to sell alcoholic to them.
In this country of ours, they don't obey such laws. All they want is their money and nothing but money, so they don't comply to it.
How can you dictate the person that is coming with money and say, give me drink? Will you quarrel the person? Even if it is 12 years, give me this drink and you hold the money, provided you hold the money, no question.
The Minister of Health, Osagi Ehanire, last Thursday urged Nigerians to hold the government and health agencies accountable in ensuring that neglected tropical disease services and interventions reach the most affected population. He made a statement in a press briefing at the Federal Ministry of Health headquarters, Abuja, Nigeria, while marking the first World Neglected Tropical Disease Day. He assured the press and general public that the government and its development partners have been working together to tackle the scourge of neglected tropical diseases.
I charge all Nigerians to be involved and to hold government and healthcare profession accountable in ensuring that NTD services and interventions reach the most affected populations. The government of Nigeria and its development partners have been working together to tackle the scourge of NTDs.
On a lighter mood, some people celebrate their weekends by going to the movies, having a time out with family and friends, or having a drink. How do you celebrate your weekend? Please join the conversation on our social media platforms showing on your screen. That's it on AD4TV Radio Weekly Review, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. You can join the conversation on our website at www.ad4tvradio.com. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube page at AD4TV Radio. Follow us on our social media handles at AD4TV Radio on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram. Many thanks for watching. I am Merciful Ajinomo.